So this is Vahida here once again. Namaste. Let's burn the fat. We'll be going into Utkatasana, where we will go again on our toes but come down sitting on your toes. Here is a variation for you. Spread your knees, take your arms up above your head to challenge your balance. Come back into the same pose in front of you and go up the same way you came down. Well, now we will be going into the tree pose. So you will lift your leg up in front of you and fix your foot into the inner thigh of the other leg. Join your hands in front of your heart and start taking them above your head. Balance yourself by focusing at a particular point in front of you. And to challenge yourself, you can stretch your hands right up above your head. Coming down back. Get your hands on your heart center and bring your leg down the same way. We'll be doing the same thing with the other leg. Shift all your weight on one leg, take the other leg up, folding it at the side of your body, fixing your foot in the inner thigh. Join your hands in front of your heart, then let it go above your head. Focus your point, your gaze at a particular point in front of you. Stretch your arms up to challenge your balance. Bring it down again, heart center, and get your leg down. So that was the tree pose, Vrikshasana. Stand in your position and turn one foot at a right angle. Take your hand up, bend low on the side, legs extended, touching the floor or the big toe. 4 feet away from each other. Looking at your palm, which is up. Similarly, go on the other side for the triangle pose. Take your hand up and the other hand goes down to grab your toe or just touch the floor. Looking up at your palm, which is up. Come back to the normal. Well, this is a revolving triangle. Here we will be rotating our spine and then touching your leg with the opposite hand. So your spine is twisted and you go down straight-legged, straight hands, come back to the position. So this was a revolving triangle. Get your feet apart. Inhale deep and exhale long. Turn your feet at 90 degrees and spin to your side. Going down with your hand, forearm resting on your bent knee. Take the other hand right up above your head. So you form a big straight triangular line on your body. Just to challenge yourself, you can touch the floor. If not, it's fine with your hand resting, with your arm resting on the knee. Straighten up. Do the similar thing on the other side. Bend your knee at a right angle. Place your forearm on the knee. Straight hand up above your head. Touching the floor if you can. And again on your knee. You can come out of the pose by straightening your hands, straightening your arms, getting yourself back. Stretch your arms behind your hips, clasp them. Fingers are clasped. And you will stretch its right behind over your head with a forward fold. Come up again, exhaling. Hands on your hips, going down once again into the forward fold. Get your hands on the floor, palms on the floor. Stretching one hand up above your head with a spine twist. Come down, inhale and let your other hand go up with the spine twist Exhaling, come down. Adjust your feet so that you can do the head on the floor. So here you will come on your forearms, making space for your crown to settle in the middle of your forearms. Going right down. Inhale and exhale. Stretch back on your forearms. Straighten out your forearms and come into the holding of your both ankles or feet together. Then coming up. Inhale and exhale. Adjust your feet to come closer. Camel pose, where you will rest your hands on your hips and take a back bend. Just to get ready for it, you will do the half camel pose first, by touching one heel and the other hand going up. Exhale. Inhale, take your hand up. Go into a slight back bend. Exhaling, bring it down. Do the counter pose of the child pose here. Where your hands are next to your shins. You can come back into the full camel pose now, where your toes are not curled, both your ends are on your heels and your diaphragm is protruding out. Coming out back by taking the support of your spine and going back into the counter pose, the child pose. Come on all your fours. That is the knees below your hips and the palms below your shoulders. Inhale and let your head go up. Sink your spine down. Exhale, bring your head down between your shoulders and push your spine up. One more inhale. Lift your tailbone up and the head up while the spine is sunken. Exhale, push your tailbone in and push your spine up. Inhale. Stay here and enjoy the back bend. Exhale and go into a forward bend. Very good for your spine health. This is the neutral spine. Raise one leg straight out. Raise the opposite hand in line of your shoulder. Balance yourself. This is the balancing cat. Come down and we do it with the other leg. Raise your hand and the opposite leg. You can have your foot flexed or straight. Bring it down. One more time. Raise the leg up. And the opposite hand out. And balance yourself with your core energy. This is a very beautiful variation to strengthen all your leg muscles and arms and your core energy. This is a variation called the dancing cat. By lifting the leg up, you can challenge yourself and balance again with a nice back bend here by holding your opposite leg with the hand. Raise your leg up, fold it, inhale, and take your hand, hold the toes, stay here, exhaling, come down. Coming on all your fours, that's your forearms and your knees, all hip distance knees, and the forearms will be shoulder distance, exactly under your shoulders. Now curl your toes and straighten up your knees so that you form a V shape. Inhale and exhale. Press through your hands and forearms, pushing your back down. Slowly now drop your knees down and come out of the pose and sit back in the child pose or Shavasana. We can start this all over again once more. Come on your fours and start curling your toes and lifting your tailbone up in the air to form the dolphin pose. You can walk with your feet a little further in and come into a stronger pose, or you can just come down and come out of the pose and relax yourself here. Relax your spine, sit down. And now we will be lying in our prone position, that's on your tummy. Take both your hands in front of you and the legs, and inhaling, put them up. Exhaling, come down. One more time, hands up, inhale, and bring them down, hands and legs down, exhale. Here we will be doing with each leg at a time. So raise each hand and the opposite leg, put it down, then the other hand and its opposite leg, and keep on moving. Lie in Makarasana first, then get both your hands underneath your thighs, chin on the floor. Raise one leg up, straight without bending your knees. Inhale, exhaling, bring it down. Take the other leg up, inhaling, and exhaling, bring it down. Now try and take both the legs up. Try to keep straight knees. If not, it's okay if they're curved a little bit. Bring it down and lie down in Makarasana to relax a little bit. Your chest will be up, chin up, and you go down. Now get your hands next to your chest and you will go into the Bhujangasana. That's the small cobra, where you are having folded forearms. You can also do this with your full arms unfolded, going into the full King Cobra pose. And this will take your full body up, the upper body up. Come down again. Try this pose once more. Look up if you can, challenge yourself. And come down. Here we will be going into the upward facing dog pose. Just like the Sphinx and the Cobra, this also takes your upper body up. But here, even the pelvic bone, the knees, everything will be up in the air. So you come down and relax yourself. You can do it once more. You're lifting your whole body on the back of your toes. And from there you can go into the downward facing dog pose. Coming back again into the upward facing dog. Here you will be on your curled toes. And once again into downward facing dog, which we do in our sun salutations. So always inhale when you're looking up and exhale when you're looking down. Now we will do a counter pose for all the back bends that we did into a forward bend by going into the ragdoll pose. Just let your head and your arms hang near the floor. It's a beautiful forward bend after all the backward bends. Coming up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, into the standing pose. Very slowly, each vertebrae stacking on each other. And you're back into your prayer pose. Inhaling, lift both the arms above the head and simultaneously point the toes away from the body. Use the arms to pull the upper body upwards and use the toes to pull the lower body downwards. This pose can be done with clasped hands also upwards and the flexed feet downwards. It's like a counter pose. Come back to your normal position and we'll repeat it once more. Lie on your back with feet together and arms by the side. Inhaling, lift both the arms above the head and simultaneously point the toes away from the body. Use the arms to pull the upper body upwards and use the toes to pull the lower body downwards. Hold the final position with normal breathing for a few seconds. Then come back to your normal position and relax. So this was the stick pose, Yastikasana. Bend both knees and place your feet on the floor. As you grasp the outside of your thighs with your hands, shift your weight to balance between your sitting bones and your tailbone. Lift your feet up off the floor in line with your knees so that you come in one straight line from your hips to the toes. Bring them down and relax. Now have your each foot come into the half boat pose. Take the other foot also, straighten out. You can do a sailor's pose here. And once again, come back on the floor. Get your legs parallel to the floor and slowly open up. Stay here for some breaths and come down into corpse pose called Shavasana. Now put your legs at the side of each other, quite a bit of gap between them, and keep your hands at the side of your body, a little bit away from your body with your palms facing upwards, and try to keep your feet falling outwards. Inhale again and exhale deep and long. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Turn it from one side to the other and see if there is no tension built up. Your feet should be falling at the sides. Loosen out your fingers and relax your full body over here. Let your spine sink into the floor, into the mat. Feel the spine getting straightened out. This is the only time your spine will be straight. Otherwise, it's always curved. So it will get a lot of rest and relaxation for all the nerves attached with your spinal cord. Keep on breathing. Start scanning your whole body now. Once you have done that, raise your legs up and turn to your right side and relax over here. This is the right side so that your blood circulation gets stabilized. Now you can get up from your right side and sit down. Please like and share my video and comment if you like it, and please don't forget to subscribe. Anyone can yoga. Namaste.